Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to another little video. This one is going to be more of a discussion based kind of video where I'm just talking to camera about something that I'm thinking about at the moment. Maybe a topic that I'm keen to get some feedback on as well, because that sort of thing really helps stimulate my mind and kind of share some ideas and bounce back off other people. So if you've got anything to say from this nice short and sweet video, please drop it down in the comments, and I can start chatting to you, maybe find out something that I don't know, because I'm really keen to learn some new stuff. So today I'm going to talk about ways in which we can basically improve our creative mindset, or stimulate the best environment for creativity. Because if you're always in a position where you're struggling for creativity, often you're struggling for time as well. Like, you're rushing and you've only got an hour or something and you can only make music for that hour. How do you maximize being creative, walking into that space, so straight away you can be like in the zone and come up with something? It's very hard. So the other flip side of that is you have creative moments where you'll literally just wake up and you're in the shower at night, or you're sleeping, whatever, just before you go to sleep, you have all these ideas that come into your head and you can't necessarily go and express those because you might be in a more creative environment, or you've just met up with friends, or you've been to a festival, you've been somewhere where it boosts that creative force within you, where you're like, I just really want to make music, I'm inspired, all of the above. So ways that I believe that, and I've spoken about it a few times across podcasts or videos, but I'm going to list a couple of things that I do to try and stimulate my creativity and to keep myself fresh and thinking about new ideas and not getting attached to too many ideas and thoughts. And then, like I said, if you've got anything, please throw it down below. And then if you agree, disagree, whatever, then let's just roll with that. So firstly, something I do quite often is obviously listening to music, but in this case, just sort of browsing playlists that I wouldn't normally kind of go to, trying stuff that is rotated or looked after by somebody that has good music, and they'll just start putting in new songs that I've not heard of. That's also a really good way of finding and discovering new artists and stuff, but it helps inspire me because I'm like, oh, this is new, or I haven't heard this, or this kind of genre is blending with this. There's so much going on in the music world to just have a bit of a taste of so many different styles of music. I think just keeps me fresh and on my toes and thinking about ways I can implement it into different stuff. The second kind of goes hand in hand a little bit with having different influences, and that's trying new creative outlets that you might not normally be working on. So, for instance, I've done some work for hip hop dance troops. I've done intros and things for other types of electronic music, or mashups and things, where clients have come to me and said, can you make this, or can you try and sound design me a bit of a mashup song, or whatever it might be. There's something quite different to what you're used to making. So having those little creative sessions where you like either have a certain genre or something you're going to try, or something for a client or someone you're working with that might have a different genre to you, those little step outsides of your norm will really boost that kind of inspiration to try new things. Another one is trying to, like I said, work with different producers, but giving that kind of does, but giving yourself restrictions on the types of kind of creative things that you can do. So if I was going to write a track, it's like, okay, I've got an hour to write a track, but I'm going to write only using stock plugins, or I'm not going to do any mixing, like no audio effects or anything like that. Let's just drop straight on sounds. Don't worry about certain things, or just use one plugin, whatever it is. Just try and limit yourself to one thing, and then you end up having to be creative to come up with stuff. I tried to make a song completely out of drum samples where it's just like I had to use the toms and stuff to create melodies, and then flip that and try and make a synth out of it, and then use the cymbals to create white noise and all of these things. It just helps you think about the sounds in a different way and think about the audio effects and how you're going to use them to create something different, not just necessarily what their first intended main use is. So yeah, that's another one. Mainly just, well, I kind of guess that's it to the gist of things. It's like work with other people, work with other genres, listen to a whole bunch of variety of different things, and then seek inspiration when you're flat. So going, oh, I'm just sitting here and just being like, oh, I'm just gonna grind out whatever, and hopefully it'll come to me. That might work after 14 hours of grinding and wanting to, it's just not a good idea. So my advice is to try and be creative all the time. So then you're constantly just knocking out creative stuff. You're not just waiting for creativity to come to you. You just put yourself in an environment where you are creative, and then creative things happen. So go out and seek it. If you can't find it, go out and seek it. There's plenty of positivity and creativity out in the world, and people doing amazing things. So go and find that. Wrap your head around the concepts of when you are feeling flat, and learn to recognize it, and then you'll be able to implement all these things. So as I said, short little thing, piece to camera, just want to get out a few ideas. If you have any thoughts, feedback, whatever, chuck them down below, and it's greatly appreciated. Let's have a chat. So thanks very much. See you again soon. Bye for now.